What's going on, Capricorn? How are you doing? Hope we're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for you for the month of June 2023. So in this reading, Capricorn, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for June. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and so much more regarding June 2023 for you, Capricorn. Now, before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance, Capricorn, for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Capricorn. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this reading and see what wants to come through for you. I'm going to pull the energy now. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Capricorn. See what we got here, Capricorn. I feel like there's a real complexity going on in your life right now. Something you're dealing, like you feel like you're dealing with a really complex issue. Before we get into the tarot, there's a lot going on here. So let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled messages from the universe, some oracle cards for you from the universe for June. First message you have is Kali Ma, facing fear here, Capricorn. So a lot of you are going to be confronted with a very deep, almost like something you're making out to be very complex. I'm here to guide you through it. Facing your own fear here, okay? And Kali Ma is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. So there is a deep transformation going on in your life right now. Kali Ma almost reminds me of like Mother Ayahuasca. If any of you have ever done plant medicine ayahuasca, it kind of has that like dark energy, but it's a mothering energy. It's someone who like, it's an energy that reveals your darkness to you, that slays your ego. There could be an experience that you're going to, like your ego needs to move to the next level. There isn't, what's coming through is like your ego is dissolving or transforming, okay? But it could be really scary, but it's actually for your highest benefit, okay? And there's something about your emotions here as well. And there's something about you believe something shouldn't be happening, okay? Remember, Capricorn, your emotions that you experience can only arise due to a belief that exists previously. So emotions can only arise due to our beliefs. So for example, everything is neutral in this reality. Everything is neutral. That's the gift that the universe has given to us, is that human beings get to give things meaning. But let me explain it to you concretely. Let's take a rainy day, for example. If you have a belief that a rainy day is a bad thing, then you will experience negative emotion on a rainy day. If you have a belief that a rainy day is a good thing, then you will experience positive emotions on the rainy day. For me, I love the rain. I hate when it's too sunny. So it's like, what is your belief about what's happening to you this month? Because some of you believe the major pitfall is you believe this shouldn't be happening. You believe I messed up. This shouldn't be happening. And so you're going to experience a flood of negative emotion, but the darkness is here to help you, just like Mother Ayahuasca, like Kali Ma. You're used to, there's also something, you're used to operating when fear is present, Capricorn. I hope you're listening. It's almost like when fear is gone, you'll feel some sort of deep emptiness in your life. And a lot of you need to there's something about your career, there's something in your life where you're so used to operating within fear that when you move to the next level and you kind of work with this process that I've been saying, it will happen organically this month anyway if you don't listen to me. But like, you're so used to operating with fear, emptiness is required to get you to the next level. I don't know what you got going on, but there's something about whether it's relationships, whether it's financial, whether it's whatever, spiritual, you need to operate from a different place, okay? Now you also have Green Tara, Supreme Protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation, and trust. So this is really, there's something coming through about you think you're disconnected from someone that you're not. This could be a mentor, this could be a lover. You still have, basically, it's okay because it's normal. You still have an energetic cord right here. Okay, we all have energetic cords, but there's someone here, Capricorn, with Green Tara that you need to cut. I would really advise all of you to do some sort of cord cutting meditation for those people that are still in the back of your head or you still think about them from time to time, especially if this is a love thing, because for a lot of you, this is a love thing. A lot of you as well are used to thriving off drama in love, and in order to get to the next level in a relationship, you need to move to emptiness, and you're not used to it. It'll feel empty. You'll be like, why don't I feel a spark with me in this person? It's because you're not used to it. But here's the other thing about the cords. I would really advise you to do some sort of cord cutting meditation. There's something about you no longer need to build walls around your heart, okay? This is something about like you need to let go of the old in order to make room for the new, if I could put it as simply. And there's something about it's safe. There's someone new in your life. Maybe this is a new mentor. Maybe this is a new lover. Maybe this is a new friend group. Maybe this is a new spiritual thing, whatever. It's safe. There's someone, and if there's no one in love, there's someone coming in. The next person will be safe, but if you don't cut that cord, and once again, so a lot of you are like, a lot of you think like, oh no, Mystic, I moved on. And it's like, I understand you've moved on mentally, physically. You know, Capricorn, come on. Energetically, there's a little bit of scrubbing out of the cells. I'm not saying it's the end of the world, just you gotta be conscious of it. You also have Archangel Michael. Okay, Archangel Michael trusting heaven. Archangel Michael, patron saint of protection. Okay, and this is actually, Archangel Michael conjunct Green Tara. There is really you using your sword, you consciously cutting things, situations, people out of your life, but I'm getting that it has to be conscious. It's almost like the universe isn't going to take people away from your life, or the universe isn't going to cut the cords for you. There's something about you doing it that I'm getting very strongly. There's something about you need to do it, because or else you won't learn the lesson, something around that. We have Archangel Michael here, patron saint of protection. He, you see this bright sword. He wields this bright sword of light to help us detach from dramas, fears, and challenges. And so, once again, with Green Tara conjunct Archangel Michael here, you are protected, but you need to also do something with the protection, okay? So just let that sink in. You are protected, but yeah. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading, because, man, something's going intense on in your life, as usual. But your opportunity is the Empress here. For a lot of you, Capricorn, there's going to be some sort of new commitment, love commitment. A lot of you are going to be involved in this commitment already, but it's going to be taken to the next level. If you're single, there's going to be opportunity for love here. Okay, if you're a woman watching this, Capricorn, there's something about someone actually treating you correctly, someone putting you on a pedestal, but you can't be afraid of that. Some of you Capricorn ladies out there, I'm getting a message right off the bat that once again, it's almost like you're used to operating with fear, so you go back to the guys who like abuse you subtly, overtly for others of you, because you're just used to it. That means that's love to you. And when someone really puts you on a pedestal and starts behaving nicely, you're like, they're too nice. It's like, so you're, once again, drama's not going to get you to the next level. Stillness is going to get you to the next level. Now, and there's love coming in. Sometimes I paint it black because I don't smile a lot, because ain't nothing pretty, Cap. I don't pretend to be one of these, hey, I'm a light worker, so I don't smile a lot. I don't pretend to. It is what it is. The only time I smile is in these readings. Let that sink in. And some of you just said, well, why should I take advice from someone who doesn't smile? I'm not from here, kid. I'm doing you a favor with these readings. Anyway, the Empress is your opportunity. with this being here, there's an opportunity for abundance as well. The Empress is abundance, but it's more so coming through as relationship for a lot of you as well. If you're in a new relationship, then there's something about you need to cut the cord with the old person, but a lot of you are convinced that you already did, but you didn't. Take it or leave it. I don't really care at this point. You have the Wheel of Fortune in your challenge. Oh, and there's something about a belief in your career. A lot of you are trying to stick around somewhere you're not meant to be sticking around. I'm going to be honest with you. Whether this is a job, this is an office job, you're convinced this is part of my destiny to be here. The Wheel of Fortune in your challenge is potentially a big missed opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune also has to do with your destiny and fate. Some of you are struggling with your destiny, with your fate. There's basically a new doorway opening up to your fate. A lot of you, I'm going to be honest, a lot of you Capricorns out there, you're going to hate me for this. You're going to hate me for it. You're going to hate me for it. But there's something about you believe this is my destiny to do this thing. The universe has a bigger plan for you than what you thought. And a lot of you are not letting it go. A lot of you know this deep down. Okay, I should have done this for a while. I fulfilled that. Now move on to the next thing. A lot of you are sticking around in something. And some of you are going to be doing both for a while. This has to do with career, life, purpose. A lot of you are like let's just take like LeBron James, for example. LeBron out there. You ain't probably going to listen to this, but I know you're a Capricorn, LeBron. And let's take LeBron, for example. He might, and I hope you win a chip. I hope you win a chip. I hope you come to the Knicks, LeBron. That's where you need to be. Come to the Knicks, have Bronny James Jr. come to the Knicks. You know it's in your destiny, man. Anyway, LeBron. There's something about like, you know, he just got knocked out of the playoffs. He may be thinking like, I need to be in the league for the next 10 years, etc., etc., etc. I know you're not from here either, LeBron, but so maybe you can stretch it. But for most of you out there, there's something about like that you thought, okay, LeBron might have thought, oh, I should have won a championship this year. Maybe not, LeBron. Don't bust yourself over. Maybe when Bronny James comes in the league and you're on the Knicks, you'll win a chip with Brunson, okay? That's the destiny that at least I'm peeping. Maybe I'm biased. I don't care. I'm creating the timeline. You're welcome, Randall. Although you'll probably be the one. No, I can't. Sorry. Okay, for everyone else out there, you're like, what is this guy talking about? I'm sorry. I really am. But there's something about it's either with a love thing or it's with something else. Okay, anyway, let's go to your overall general energy. Your overall general energy for the month of June, Capricorn, is the 10 of Wands, the Chariot, and the 5 of Wands here, okay? So with this being your overall general energy, there's a situation that you're trying to hold together, overworked and underpaid, but really it's less than overworked and for some of you it's overworked and underpaid, a job you need to move on from. For a lot of you here, though, this is like you're trying to hold something together, and I keep getting that. Listen, I'll give you a concrete example. I'm a Capricorn moon, right? So it has to do with my emotions. I'm in a phase where I'm moving. I'm never going to stop slinging the leather tarot. I'm always going to be a tarot head. You'll always see these readings, but at the same time, I'm obsessed with astrology right now. And part of me is like, dude, like you're too obsessed with astrology. It's taking away from your destiny to be an amazing tarot reader. It's taking away from your destiny. And it's like my beliefs, I shouldn't be doing that. And some of you here, it's like, if something weighs heavy on you, if you're trying to pursue something and it's heavy, there's a difference between needing to go through that heaviness because you're meant to, and there's a difference between something that's been imposed on you from the outside and you believe, I have to do this or else my self-worth. I have to do this. Like if you need to prove something to someone, it's not a natural goal for your soul. If you need to prove it to yourself, maybe it's different. But what I'm telling you is there's something about moving into a different competitive field. The 10 of Wands, the Chariot, and the 5 of Wands here, it's something like Capricorn, like it's either you're going to double down on this and you're going to push through some like Mike Tyson discipline and you're going to be the champ, etc. Or for a lot of you, it's almost like there's a different thing calling you now. And And it's almost like it's unexplored territory. It's unexplored territory that you're moving to. There's new competition. It's exciting, but it's like almost like there's this, whatever it is, whether for a lot of you, it's all conjunct. It's, you have a new lover in your life, but you're still got that energetic cord that you're trying to convince me is not there. For others of you, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. For others of you, it's, you have a new career opportunity, or you have an opportunity to pursue some sort of passion, but you're still convinced, I should be doing the other thing. I was meant to be the greatest at this other thing. And if I don't do this other thing, everyone's going to think I'm a loser. And that's a false goal, Capricorn. That's why. What truly belongs to you, weighs nothing. Your true passion should feel like breathing. It is that natural. Your true passion should feel like breathing. And I feel like, I don't know, Capricorn. I don't know, man. So, with that being said, let's go to what you don't see coming. There is a new stability for you, no doubt about it. And you have the Four of Pentacles having to do with stability. You have the Page of Wands and you have the Page of Pentacles. That's lovely. There's something that you are going to be doubling down on here and having a child, like bringing a childlike curiosity into the game. So, you know, like if you're LeBron James out there, like there is endless, as you know, I'm not telling you anything new, LeBron, there's endless things to learn in any sort of game. And there's some sort of childlike approach. The Page of Wands has to do with travel, fun, loving. And the Page of Pentacles is doing the dirty work. But these two energies are immature, but it's like it ain't the Page of Cups, it ain't the Page of Swords. This is fire and earth. This is what I am. I'm all fire, I'm all earth in my chart. That equals hot lava. And there's some sort of stability when it comes to, some of you, this has to do with children, etc. I feel like I'm being a little bit, I need to become more objective in this reading. And so, I'm just feeling, to be honest, what it is I'm feeling the energy of the reading. And like, that ain't my fault, man. So, there is going to be fun. You're going to be doing the dirty work. And, a lot of you can have multiple, like a lot of you. So, like, maybe if you're like LeBron listening to this, you're going to still going to push yourself to find that chip, because you're going to win the chip in New York, LeBron. You're going to win the chip in New York, LeBron. But you're like, there's something about, then you're going to do acting on the side, or some of you, like there's some sort of thing you're chasing, but then you're going to do this other thing on the side as well, okay? So maybe for me, it's like I'm doing tarot, but then I'm doing astrology. It's like, so you need to figure this out. But either way, there's an opportunity for abundance. Okay, your advice. Your advice is the Page of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands here. Interesting advice, Capricorn. With this advice being here, I honestly feel like, oh man, it's an interesting one. The Page of Cups has to do with, once again, immature energy. The Five of Pentacles has to do with being on the outside of something. For a lot of you, Capricorn, once again, there's you battling this belief. This shouldn't have happened, right? Like LeBron got swept in the playoffs. I shouldn't have lost. I shouldn't be challenged this way in my career. I shouldn't be challenged by this person. I shouldn't, etc. But there is a victory on the other side of you releasing your belief. This is what Spirit is telling me to tell you really strongly. The Six of Wands has to do with public victory. The Six of Wands has to do with you receiving attention from other people. And you have to be intuitive to know whether this is you doubling down on something. I don't feel like it is for a lot of you. It's like being intuitive enough to switch it, but not really switch it. It's just like, for a lot of you here, Capricorn, there's something about the way you approach your career, the way that you approach your relationships, the way that you approach your connection to Spirit, the way that you think about yourself. If you can release some sort of fear, and that's why I feel like this whole reading, it's like this anxiety, because you're used to operating in anxiety for some of you, and you need to let that go. That's how you're going to move to the next level, okay? And there's a victory waiting for you on the other side of neutrality. Remember, if you can't view what's happening to you this month as positive, because most of you, that's a tough ask, then view it as neutral. View it as neutral. View it as what? Neutral. Because if you view it as neutral and you don't label it, what happens with that? What happens when we do that? That's how you become a micro Zen master. That's when you realize, Capricorn, that the worst things, think back to the worst things that happened to you in your life. Oh, this is the worst thing ever. They end up being the best things ever. There's a higher order to good and bad, and a lot of you are being lost in it right now this month, okay? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and clarify why the Empress is here and your opportunity. Why is the Empress here in your opportunity? Yeah, definitely moving forward in your life no matter what, like dissolving stuckness. Page of Cups in reverse, and that's your advice, and you have the High Priestess. Yeah, letting things unfold organically. Once again, Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. Don't trust the circumstances that you see in front of you right now. Trust heaven. Trust that the universe protects you. It has a plan for you. I really feel like I'm talking to a lot of chosen ones out there today. And you all are a chosen one. It's just about making the choice. The chosen ones choose themselves, by the way. Do you understand that? Don't you get it? Everyone thinks, like LeBron, the chosen one. Oh, no, he chose himself. And then the choice is only later confirmed. Well, LeBron might be a little bit of a... Never mind. Sorry, I'm revealing too much here. Yeah, the High Priestess, Page of Cups in reverse to the Eight of Swords in reverse to the Empress and your opportunity. It's definitely, for a lot of you, this has to do with love, Capricorn. For a lot of you, this has to do with love, okay? This has to do with, once again, you admitting, okay, the cord is holding me back. Maybe if you're in a marriage, and this is about like learning to trust your partner again. There could have been things behind the scenes that no one knows about, and it's learning to open your heart again. No matter who you are, you need to open your heart, not from a way of drama. Like, don't try to create drama. I'm telling you, you can go the organic way. Other signs in this situation or other energies, no. You need to organically create partner for your drama, or else they're going to run back to Jimmy Choo times, hustling, selling their CDs on Times Square. Everyone knows people, it's like, in this case, no. In this case, you can go the higher route. It's about you and your energy. Why is the Six of Wands here in your advice? Strength. You know, I'm getting that this reading, hold on. I'm getting that this reading is leaving, this reading is leaving most of you with more questions than answers to a certain level. And that's how I know I've done my job as the mystic. You see, the true mystic is here to provoke you, because I don't know what you should do, because you have free will. I'm not here to make no decisions for you, you know. And the Six of Wands in your advice is clarified by the Strength card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Just hold out, Capricorn, and you'll realize that your greatest challenge is actually your greatest gift. The Six of Pentacles has to do with your gift. The Strength has to do with maybe admitting to what that gift is evolving into. Okay? For me, you know, there's a big part of me that wants to just be the goat of the tarot and just say, no, I'm doubling down on tarot. All I will do for the rest of my life is tarot, because that's what my ego is insisting me to do. There's something else going on here, Capricorn. Maybe if it's LeBron James, maybe it's okay, like, I'm still the GOAT of the league, but like now my son's coming into the league. Let's reevaluate how much energy I'm gonna put into stuff so that we can make that happen. For me, it's that. For you, it's something else. But there's something about changing the way you approach abundance in your career and doing the micro adjustments necessary in order to get there. And only you will know what that is. And just remember, Capricorn, just like this band, the further you pull this band into the darkness, this fly's trying to kill me, the further you pull it into the darkness, when you finally let go, that much further it will fling into the light. So, with that being said, I hope that this helped you for the month of June.